Good evening, MC Clubbers. It is Wednesday, the 3rd of March, and this is my third attempt at this video, because the first attempt, it recorded both screens for some reason. You know, I just record my screen and chat into the microphone, and there was another screen, so I tried to crop the video, and the resolution was so bad, so now I have to do it all over again with a smile on my face. And I poured a drink, and when I have like the 7th sip, wait, very nice. The second attempt was, I was chatting away to you and did the whole introduction and realized I hadn't pressed record. So I'm taking a big breath now. I am recording and the microphone is working and it's doing one screen, and I swear if it isn't, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to print a photo of me out and put it on the dartboard and just throw darts at it. Oh, stop doing that. There we go. We're going to get to the playlist. We really are. It's results, technical challenge reflections, and of course Westful challenge reflections. We did a technical challenge reflections as well because we really want to get some good photos. We want you to concentrate on reflections. We want to keep the trophy. The Westful challenge, of course, is open all the way through, I think it's to end of August or end of September. It will be 10th of September, because by the end of September we've got to submit our photos. Okay, we then through the Maritzburg Camera Club Glennie selection. The Glennie is an international salon that Maritzburg have entered for years and years and years, and we usually do really well. Last year, not so well, but we're hoping to change it this year. We choose 10 photos, junior or senior, and no more than 2 photos from one particular photographer. So it's very specific, very focused. It's only nature and wildlife. We're then going to have the Amber Camera Club mono category salon results. Now, mono is our next technical challenge. Right now, the technical challenge for the 10th of March, I cannot believe it's already 3rd of March now, 10th of March. We're going to have the 2/3. The following one for the 10th of April is your mono and close-ups. And then the technical challenge for 10th of May is mono. Okay, so let's go. And there's the outing. So Saturday, this coming Saturday, 6th of March at the PMB Bach Gardens at 7 a.m. It's macro stroke close-ups. Rob Hart to give us some tips and hints. Don't forget masks, hats, sunscreen, water. The weather says overcast with maybe a little bit of rain later on. Okay, so you may not need your hats and sunscreen, but just in case, you know, the light filters through and you can start getting quite burnt. So if you don't have to be there if you don't want to come because of the crowds. You completely understand. I was there last Saturday. There really weren't many people there. And the people over there were like, we stayed far away from each other. And we all had masks on. I must say, I did pull mine down because trying to do macro and trying to breathe and everything was misting up. But there was really no one around. So, you know, I could pull it up and down a little bit. So, hoping to see you there, 7 a.m. Don't be late. Okay, so technical challenge for the 2nd time running. And thank you to the judge. The judge was Bertie. And I have judged his photos. Alright, 1 star. Oh, and now I'm going too fast. Chessboard, Be What You See, 10 gold, Cornelia Appel. Love the idea and composition. The lighting is a little too harsh though. Also watch out for the spots and marks on the mirror and chessboard as they draw the viewer's attention. Okay, full manipulation is allowed. And for the Westful Challenge reflections, full manipulation is allowed. So all these spots and marks, there are a lot in people's photos, in the reflections, on the blackboards, on the mirror. You have to get rid of them, whether it's through the healing tool or the rubber stamp. You can move pixels. You can edit. Okay? Choose the best version of yourself, 9 silver. Another good idea and composition, but the dust spots and marks on the mirror have let the image down and limited the score. Fist pump, 11 gold, Cornelia Appel. Great composition and story. Clean up the distracting white spots with a healing brush and darken the background with levels to improve the image. Or you can even take your brush and burn it and because burning is black, dodging is lightning, so burning is darken, sorry, not black, darken, and you can go and darken all those areas. Great idea though. Okay, 2-star. Reflection at sunset. I like what you have seen here, however, the image appears to be very soft overall. Water reflection, 8 silver. Good attempt here. Sorry, did I say the score before the previous one? I promise I'm actually doing better than the first round, so maybe it's not a bad thing, because the first round I was getting everything confused. So the previous one was 8 silver, and this is 8 silver. Good attempt here. The focus on the bird is soft though, and the negative space does not really add value. Yellow bird reflection, 9 silver. Well seen reflection, and the bird is well placed in the frame. The lighting is rather harsh, and the top of the image could be cropped away as it draws the viewer's attention. Three-star. Bush reflection, 10 gold, Liesel Cooperthwaite. Lovely reflections captured in the water. Exposure has been well handled. Grab, 11 gold, Liesel Cooperthwaite. A great idea that has been well executed. The hand looks like it's definitely got a talon on it. Reflections in a pond, 12 gold, Joan Lindiger. Another well seen reflection. Exposure and focus have been very well handled. Well done, Joan. Water clouds, 9 silver. The composition and focus are good. Crop away 1/10 of the right side of the image to eliminate the tree reflection. That's in the top right. A contrast adjustment or a black and white conversion would add more impact. So again, because you can edit, you can rubber stamp or healing brush that out if you don't want to crop. And just remember, for reflections for Westfield Challenge, no monos are allowed, it is just colour. But this I think would look very nice in mono. 4-star. And the floods took the other boot away, 9 silver. Some interesting shapes and reflections captured here, but the blur of the boot catches the viewer's eye and lets this image down. I'm having another sip slowly. Very nice. Beach Freedom, 11 gold, Heidi Taylor. Great composition and story. A small contrast adjustment would bring out more colour and make this image pop. Chrome Reflections, 10 gold, Eric Bosman. A nicely seen picture. A slightly different angle with more of the chrome reflection filling the frame would improve the composition. Cloudy, 12 gold, Avril Janssen. A perfect example of reflections. Composition, exposure and focus all spot on. Well done. Eric and the Window, 9 silver. An interesting reflection captured here, but the composition does not work for me. Mirror Image, 11 gold, Avril Janssen. The full frame of colour and reflection, lines and shapes all add value to this image. Reflection through office window, 10 gold, Nola Maring. A pleasing image presented here. The wood frame seems somewhat overexposed and draws the viewer's attention. I think if the exposure was dropped on the frame, the reflection would be the focal point of the picture. Reflections of garden through kitchen window, 11 gold, Nola Maring. Great picture. The exposure of the reflection is good and the composition works well. Specular water reflections, 10 gold, Eric Bosman. Eric, do you own a yacht now? A simple, clean image that works. Well seen. Stepping out, 9 silver. Another well seen reflection. A bit too much presented here though, and the lighting is rather harsh. A tighter crop around the bird and reflection would have improved the composition. Twice beautiful, 11 gold, Heidi Taylor. A creative composition that works well. Lighting and focus have been well handled. Five star. Candlelight Crackle, 11 gold, Maxi Holder. Superb colours captured here. A very interesting subject that fits the brief and the border completes the image. That's rather beautiful, Maxi. Circle of Friends, 10 gold, Bertie Price. Super details and story and great lighting, but I think the reflections are not the main part of the image. Color reflections, 13 merit, Bertie Price. Wow, this is seamless. Super colors and reflections. I want to just point out this is the mirror image. So this is in the mirror and this is the image. Or the other way around. I mean, I asked Bertie and I can't remember what he said. But when you look at the black background here, you'll see that it's all been taken out. The dust spots have been taken out. Okay, but I just think this is superb. Absolutely superb. I think the left is the mirror. Oh, I can't remember. Well done, Bertie. Oh, now I've got to find my place. Dahlia, 10 gold, Maxi Holder. This creative art image has produced a pleasing result. Diagonal Reflections, 10 gold, Rob Hart. Lovely colours, shapes and the lines captured here. Rainbow Roof Reflections, 11 gold, Rob Hart. Bold colours and a pleasing composition presented here. Watch out for the distracting white spots on the black background. Razor Blade Reflections, 11 gold, Bertie Price. Nice creativity here, simple and clean. Sawtooth Reflections, 10 gold, Rob Hart. A different take on the previous coloured pencils, good colour saturation and exposure. The Great Escape, 12 gold, Maxi Holder. Great image, nice story, really good composition with colours and reflections well captured. The black background seems a bit patchy in areas and detracts slightly. Okay, and the junior winner is Reflections in a Pond, Joan Lindica. Well done, Joan. I love this little fish just swimming there. And the senior winner is Cloudy, Avril Jansen. Well done, Avril. Super image. Blue, blue, blue. Okay. The end. We'll go on to the Westful Challenge reflections now. Okay, Westful Challenge. There are very few images, obviously, because most of them were put into the Technical Challenge reflections. Remember, the Westful Challenge is open until the 10th of September, I think it is. So you still have an opportunity to put in your 2 images every month. Reflections. Right, let's go. Bertie again was the judge. 4-star. Bus Stop Reflections. 11 gold, Eric Bosman. Great reflection seen and captured. A contrast adjustment would have made this image pop. Like that. It's weird there. Family photo shoot, 10 gold, Heidi Taylor. A good image with good exposure and focus. A tight crop on the glasses only would have turned this into a work of art. There was another sip, my alcoholic beverage. Reflection, the old and the new, 12 gold, Eric Bosman. Great picture, well seen, well captured, well done. That's super. That's really old. I love, is this like from the, I almost said switchboard. I mean, the NASDAQ and the trading stocks and everything. So I assume that's there. So that's very modern and that's very old. Switchboard. Trees on my table, 9 silver. A nice idea with these palm tree reflections. A contrast adjustment would add a bit more impact and improve the score. Uneven, 13 merit, Avril Janssen. A great image that fills the reflections brief perfectly. Composition, focus and exposure all very well handled. Oh, I love that. Just love it. It's all like wonky and that's just gorgeous. 5-star, Crayon Reflections, 10 gold, Rob Hart. A good idea that has produced a pleasing result. Escaping Marbles, 13 merit, Maxi Holder. Lovely story presented here. Lighting very well handled. The reflection and colour from the marbles on the marbles make for a very interesting image. Well done. So this is slightly different from the image you presented in Technical Challenge. I think the composition of the marbles is much better here. This is super, super. And look at the texture on the leather. Lovely, lovely image. Reflections of a Sparkler, 12 gold, Bertie Price. Super image, the spark is not over bright. Love the reflection. Reflections of Tone, 10 gold, Betty Price. Lovely light here and good sharpness, but just losing points as reflections are not the main part of the image. Sawtooth Reflections, 10 gold, Rob Hart. Another pleasing image with bold colours. A reduction in levels would darken the black background and hide the distracting white specks reflections on the bottom of the image. The end. For the fourth time or something? I've seen this so many times. Okay, we're now going to go on to the Glennie selection. Okay, so as I said, it's only Nature Open and it's from about March last year till the end of the year. No more, we've got 10 images, no more than 2 per person, and it's junior and senior all mixed up, it doesn't matter. So this is BDR by Des. Bearded Vulture by Terry. Leopard on a Rock, Tom. Macro B, Renell. Taking a sip. Pale Fly, Rob. Penny for Your Thoughts, Denise. Perched Hoverfly, Rob. We had so many Rob photos to choose from and we had to only choose 2 from him. It was very hard. Pygmy Falcon, Nola. Riding the Wave, Bertie. And Satisfied Kingfisher, Des. That's it. Good luck to us. Okay, so here we go, the Amber Camera Club mono results. I picked up a couple of people from Amber who got it. There's Carol Phillips. There's one photo in her. I'll try and remember to show you. She's one of our honorary members. And then Bertie has 3 in. So when we get to the P's, you must start cheering. Here we go. So number of acceptances, 176, 17 comms. Silver medal winner. There's quite a few composites in this category. Okay, and I'm going to stop here because that is just one of my favorite images that I've ever seen. And how beautiful is that? I know some people go to Kruger for 10 days and they don't see any leopards. Well, here there's two. I don't know where it's taken. Just his name is Willem Kruger. So there we go. I will continue. Certificates of merit in the light. That's pretty awesome. Oh, those baby sharks, good grief. Nina Satatiluk. Australian jetty, the Milky Waters. That's also a composite. Kevin and Thought. Sipping. Big hat, that's interesting. Beyond the door there is peace, I am sure. That's Jenny Kilshaw from Amber, Twilight. That's a rather nice portrait, I think. Marriage with myself, that's very weird. Buffalo portrait, wow. Nature and mono, Tracy, you do the colour ones like that? I want to see a mono one. Why? Gasping. Asking for more alcohol. Side portrait. That's lovely. Exit. Ballerinas, and these are acceptances. Lekker lach. That's very sweet. Gender violence. Gosh, that's quite a story. Afkijk. Transparent pyramid. I don't know if that's a composite. I've never been there. Walk away. That's weird. Oh, that's so cute. African spoonbill. And rock and roll. I think that's not our Eric. That's Eric with the C. I know I say that every time. Famous tree. Bambino ballerinas, found in the woods, another composite. Lone flamingo, also composite. Polar charge, I quite like that in black and white. Curly fern leaf, love that. Macro inspiration, Mila. Ali, I would assume that's also a bit of a composite. From below, what are you doing below a shark? Get out. Get out the sea. Sparkling refreshment. High key model. Sure, I think that's really good. Rock and surf. I hope you're getting inspired for Mono Rose. Reflections. I quite like it. Johnny Walker reflected, walking the other way. Rotting away. Drifting. Family drinking time. 3 zebra fight. What took yellow here? Someone's in trouble. The Vries coming down. Going down. You never go up in surfing. Half-felt storm. Ooh, I'm going to stop that because that is quite clear. I mean, that is really, really sharp, like all the way through, and the birds are sharp. That's a really nice, clean image. Fayanda. Really? Just more alright. Exercising. Pipe on stick. Chris Evans stuff. Friendly neighbor, very friendly. Silent shadows, that's interesting. Dim light, that's, oh, I love that. Eric, I'm sure you like that. Fragile. All stretched out. Moving on. Antarctic Channel. Love to see these different photos. Model on rock. Across the lagoon. Early morning at the jetty. Lots of detail on those pelicans. Tiptoeing between dewdrops. Lost in thought. Thompson Bay and Black and Fisher. She's from Wessel. Becky. Hat. Sipping. Pray, those are big eyes. Yandere. Scorched earth. Arid landscape. Farm worker. Leopard. Wow, lovely, hey? Another composite. And a composite. Contours. Loneliness. Mind travel. Composite. I said no entrance. Brothers in Arms. Probably not. Ladybird. Media. That's a nice different perspective. Oh, that is so cute. You got to stop. So that is really sharp, eh? Lovely light. Ronelle, you got dogs. Phoenix. Determined to score. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Licking my lips. Whatever you call that in that sport. Diaz Point Boat. Together. Wild Horse Run. Laughing Dove, Beautiful Common Bird. Flower Cellar. Cheetah in Profile. Whoa, that's a look at the light. Beautiful. Jenny Kilshaw, Arum Lily. Jenny's from Amber. Illustrious. Close up. Darted. Ground Hornbill. Watching You. Hyena Brown. And then this next one, I'm going to stop. Sure, I think that's just an absolutely beautiful imagery. Do talk about taking wildlife and nature and turning it into mono, and is it so good? I think this just works beautifully. Mostly because it's a very clean image. I like the focus, the light. Sure, that's an amazing image. A monument to language. Losing Me. Minimalist details going to. Oh, I love that. Love, love, love. Solitary. Then and now. Okay. Varkora. Okay, Bourbon Street Mono. Close to Water. Squirrel Lunch. Low Tackle. Moving to the Water. That is so cute. Look at this little Elise. Guitar Player. Hairdo. Oh, there's a hairdo. Muscle Back. Glen Yopsnoot. Tiger Cub. Titanica. Wow, that's different. Joy Mullen, Dahlia Magic. Joy belongs to Amber, but they're in Ireland at the moment. Ireland. See, and Waiting for Mum. The Mullins are in Ireland, but they still belong to Amber. Ek kyk vir jou. Strasbourg River. Gosh, I like that. Runaway Fairy. In Your Face. Contemplating My Options. Last Dance, Alone on Mont Blanc, A Porsche, Little Hammer Boy, Hammer. It's Rumble, Humble Sadu. Sorry, I don't know how to say that. Okay, Teapot Reflection. Who's going to do this for reflections? Come on, someone's got to. It's lovely. Or is that refractions? Oh God, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Someone can tell us. Conversations with Herself, Carol Lilly. Okay, I'm just going to go back to it. So they call it... No, I don't know where it is. Now I'm just... Are your eyes going squiggly? Okay. I know it's called reflections, and yes, it is reflected onto the teapot. You can't possibly say that as refractions. Must be reflections, because I'm very confused about all that. Okay, so where were we? Yep, there we go. Conversations with Herself. Carol Phillips, Lily. If it's the same Carol Phillips, I don't know. Staticky Mono. Aram Lily and Raindrops. Mother's Love. Please, sir, I want some more. Reflecting back on oneself. Booty! The boot. Silent McKimono. Booty! The boot. Walter Survey. Booty! The boot. I see everything. Oh, that's weird. Stranger in the window. Abstract from building. I dare you, Dieter. From Amber. Brainkop. It's sprung on. Lekker bad. Pelican. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here again. Putting nature and wildlife into monos, some people don't like it, and I sometimes think it's a little bit weird because this is nature, natural, you should be seeing it, but it can be done, and I think some of these pictures have worked and some didn't. I wasn't sure about the spoon bowl. I think something like this works. I think there's, I don't know about that. It looks like it could be a bit highlighted out, but everything else is just beautiful. I don't know what color this bird normally is, but I think something like this does work for mono. Of course, the buffalo that we saw before and the leopards, they automatically work. I think it's just choosing the right bird. I think this is the right bird. I'm not sure about the spoon bowl that we saw early on, but you know, and I'm not criticizing the judges at all, just chatting. Seduction. Spiral. African Goddess. Eyes, the window to the soul. Absolute Aviation. Sipping my alcohol. Oh, Raindrops. E-Pooper Falls. Oh, I like that. Moonlight Skyline. Reflections. Groot Stoel. Scary around with the bottom fluffy. Going Gone. That's interesting. And Himba Ladies. Glass. Cluster. Now I think that's refraction or something. Angelique. I'm not a scientific person. Doug Smoking. Paul. That's different. Wow. Fynbos. Handiwork. Whisper. Italian Tables. And I wanted this Hokimori because look at the and that's the leopard that was killed, and there's a big thing about it. I think it is him, a big thick neck. Duo Play Storm, guitar, Spiral Aloe. Hope you're getting good ideas for mono. Victoria Falls, go now, go to Zim, go now. Teddy Bear on the Line. Cheetah. Ooh, lovely eyes there. Lion King. Bad moon rising. Resting in the window, because that's what women do, half naked in the window. That's what we do all the time. Oxpecker at work. White-backed aggression display. Under the veil. Quiver tree. Reflections. Futter op glasblad. White-headed vulture. And daylily mono. Hey Maxie, check your daylily. Turn to mono. And rest in peace, Dito Rosettes. Right, that's it. Almost. So I just did it again. I chatted away to you in the last few seconds and I hadn't pressed resume. So now I'm going to do this. So this is the 784th time I'm saying thank you for watching and have a good evening. Bye.